Hello everyone, I'm Mark DiGirolamo of Breakwater Kayak in Rockland, Maine, and I wanted to share some exciting adventures that I had with some of my guests on one of our Rockland Harbor tours yesterday. We were out paddling in the harbor, and not far from where we started we noticed some little bit of splashing, and then we could see some fins up on the surface of the water, and there were some fish. A school of herring was feeding right near the surface, and so we just floated right into the school of herring, and you could see their silver sides sometimes when they turned sideways, and these are the fish that the lobstermen use for their bait. So it was really exciting to see them so close up in the harbor. And while we were sitting around watching these fish swimming and feeding, a seal popped up briefly, a gray seal, which is the less common one that we see here, which was also very exciting. And then we continued on our paddle to head towards the city fish pier to see if there were any more seals hanging around in the harbor yesterday. And while we were over there, I suddenly heard a peregrine falcon screaming, about a quarter mile or so away from our group. And I'm a birding enthusiast, so we had to go see what was happening with this peregrine falcon. And as we paddled closer to where the calls were coming from, I could see an adult peregrine diving down, back and forth, going up and down, very close to the water. And I was thinking, oh, there's something in the water there. I wonder if, as we got closer, I could see there was another falcon up on a mast on a sailboat, and they were both very excited. And the adult kept diving back and forth, very close to the water. And I thought perhaps maybe another young had fallen in the water, and she was very upset. And so as we got closer, I could see it was not actually a peregrine that was in the water, it was a pigeon. So this adult had hit the pigeon out of the air and knocked it into the water. And there we were with these peregrines just screaming and flying very close around us. And then I had this dilemma of, what do I do? This pigeon is sitting in the water. It's gonna die in the water, and it's probably gonna die out of the water. And so I decided, right or wrong, I picked up the pigeon out of the water and just set him on the end of a sailboat. And it didn't take very long for the adult falcon, even though we were very close, to go right in the back of the sailboat. The pigeon tried a feeble escape, but it didn't take long for the peregrine to dispatch the pigeon, and off it flew with the pigeon in its talons, and the young falcon screaming, calling, and literally trying to grab the pigeon out of the talons of the adult as it flew away, where they eventually ended up on top of a building and had their dinner for the day. And so that was very exciting. And then I was also telling the group, sometimes the falcons will just chase other birds of prey just for fun. And just as I got finished saying that, the adult was nearby and dove down on an osprey and just literally was diving very close, coming back up and just harassing the osprey for no good reason other than that it could. So sometimes you just don't know what kind of adventures you might have on even just a little 2-hour Rockland Harbor tour. So come try and have a sea kayaking adventure with us.